Today I will be riding my bicycle on the 21-mile Butler Freeport Community Trail, a rails-to-trails project that connects the two namesake cities, both a bit over 20 miles northeast of the city of Pittsburgh. This scenic wooded path follows Buffalo Creek and Little Buffalo Creek. Last November, I added a Tongsheng TSDZ8 motor to my 27-year-old Cannondale F1000 mountain bike, and this would be the debut trial for that setup. Today's brief outing takes me from the parking lot near the old wooden grist mill at Freeport to Winfield Junction and then back, 3¼ miles one way, or a total of 7 miles, a modest distance for my first ride of the year. The weather was forecast to reach into the 60s for the first time this year, so this was the perfect opportunity to start my 2025 bicycling season. It does take some getting used to. This is the first time that I've attempted to make, well, it's actually the second time I've attempted to make a bicycling video. The first one was a tale, or from both sides now, where I went on the bridges on the Cannondale Reservoir. Nice day. Look at that sun. Wow. Yeah, I'm hoping to kayak this stretch of the Buffalo Creek later this summer. Actually this spring, when the spring rains are here. Bring the water level up a little bit. My previous video dealt with paddling my kayak for the first time this year, and I mentioned in that video that kayaking wasn't like riding a bicycle, that the skills and instincts of paddling are easily forgotten, and you must take some time at the beginning of the season to become reacquainted with those skills and instincts. But getting on the bicycle for the first time this year was like riding a bicycle. I hadn't forgotten the skills and instincts of bicycling, and no reacquaintance was necessary. I simply got on the bike and rode away. The only consideration was how soft and weak I had become from a winter's worth of inactivity, realizing I have to take short bike rides at first until my stamina is built up. But there were a few hiccups on this inaugural bicycle ride of 2025. Once I got to the trail, I discovered I forgot to put my bicycling shoes and bike eyeglasses in the car before I left. My bicycling shoes clip into the pedals like ski boots clip into skis. This attachment improves your stability and safety on the bike. Forgetting my shoes just meant that I would have to wear my sneakers and regular eyeglasses while riding, neither being a major problem. I had merely been monitoring the weather forecast for high temperatures, and when this first warm day came, decided to ride on the rail trail instead of the roads around my house. The surface of the Butler Freeport Trail is a combination of asphalt, crushed stone, and dirt, but is predominantly dirt. I'd totally forgotten that rail trails get soggy after a rain, and I always try to avoid them for a few days to let them dry out before riding on them, and that is until today. I failed to realize how soft the dirt pathway would be after the recent snow and rain. My wheels sunk into and dragged along the muddy path, requiring much more effort than on hard-packed surfaces. I momentarily considered abandoning the trip after only 15 yards of riding, but instead cranked up the motor to maximum power and pushed on. I couldn't have done this day's ride without the motor. I should have taken a ride on the less scenic asphalt roads of my neighborhood instead of the soggy but tree-lined rail trail. Lesson remembered. Here we are going under Route 28 and passing the sewage treatment plant.
Coming up behind you. Don't want to scare your puppy.
This is Little Buffalo Creek flowing from right to left under the trail, and here I'm rolling back toward Freeport, and when I'm standing at the guardrail, Little Buffalo Creek flows from behind me, then right into the main Buffalo Creek right after going under the Stone Arch Bridge, the main Buffalo Creek flowing left to right just on the other side of the bridge.
Railroad Bridge, the Winfield branch, Pennsylvania Railroad. Used to go upstream to the left. Perhaps one day they'll put a rail trail up that branch. But the Buffalo Creek flows from left to the right here. This is as far as I wanted to go today. Didn't want to tempt fate.
I am now standing on top of that Stone Arch Bridge from the previous scene, with Little Buffalo Creek flowing from behind and joining the main Buffalo Creek right in front of me, the main Buffalo Creek flowing from left to right.
On the return trip now, passing the icicles again. It's noticeably cooler here. Must be a north-facing slope. from the angle of the sun. It certainly looks like it's north facing. Well, coming up on where I parked my car, near the old mill, grist mill. Legs don't feel too bad, knees don't feel too bad. We'll see if that's the same tomorrow morning when I'm trying to get out of bed. See if the knees ache and the thighs ache and hip aches and everything.
Here's how muddy I got today. Mountain bike purists would poo-poo me, saying that I hardly got dirty at all. NASCAR fans will understand when I say that I earned my Darlington stripe this day from the rooster tail from the back wheel, my muddy shorts and jersey making it look like I had an accident in the driver's seat.